What is up, everyone? Conixis here, and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. And, oh boy, your boy has been sitting here for the past, 15 minutes, just thinking back on the past. And Jesus Christ. I didn't expect to feel this much pain. I think, scarily enough, I can, understand a lot of Aki more than anyone would think. We have a lot of similarities that it's kind of scary. The only difference is our moms, because Aki's mom is a fucking bitch, but mine is amazing. She's nice. But other than the moms, a lot of stuff is the same, and it's kind of it's scary. Like I was going over everything that's been happening, and a lot of the stuff is similar in some sense. It's just really fucking scary. Oh boy. I never thought starting this game and the announce of that loli, I never thought she would be the person I connect with the most, but here we fucking are. I always thought it would be Mika, but no. I connect with Aki the most out of everyone here. The one I thought I would dislike. Oh god, it's crazy how the tables have turned. And I always preach, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because she looks like a loli, I was like, nah, we're good. But Aki's ended up being the best person so far, and it's... Ooh. Ah, damn. Just the similar living situation when you were younger, the working so hard that you make yourself sick, the fucking... there's a lot of stuff that's just... It's a view on the world and how you have to do what you have to do. Aki, I didn't know we connected this deeply. Connected this deeply to a fictional character. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, let's just continue on. I see. Well, I always figured it was something like that. That's why you have to be careful. Listen, Aki. This world is filled with scary, powerful old men who will decide your life with a single word. As a girl, you have to be really careful. You depend on these men to survive. In fact, if you're a good girl to them, they might just give you the nicest present, just like Santa Claus, but they don't like you. Then you'll get something a lot worse than just coal, you know. You'll end up dead. I see. Then I'll be careful from now on. Aki-chan will be a good girl. Yeah, be a good girl and make Mama happy. For some reason, what my mother told me that Christmas always stuck with me. 1, this world was an unfair place, yeah. 2, the only way to get ahead was to make a good impression on powerful men with connections and money. 3, if I messed up, I would be dead. Those are the 3 truths I grew up with. Perhaps that Christmas I did receive a valuable gift, the gift of knowledge. The world was not bountiful. There wasn't enough food for all of us. There wasn't enough shelter for all of us. Some of us had to die, merely so that others may survive. Growing up poor, I received an all too stark reminder of the reality we faced. Aki, age 10. Oh, we're just gonna go through her whole life now. Oh. Ah! Ah! Jesus Christ, that's one way to snap me out of the fucking laughter! God, that scared me! Oh God! And this is abuse! What the fuck? Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why? I feel bad for her mom now, even though her mom is being a bitch as of late. But damn, she don't deserve abuse. Fuck off with that. No! Ah, Jesus Christ, it scared me. I watched my mother's body hit the floor, face down, hidden away in the bathroom annex. What is that? That looks like some very lewd Aki in some skimpy bikini and she's only 10. I don't like that. My father grabbed her by the shirt and faced her. What have you done? Haven't you any shame? Prostituting Aki like this! He threw the tattered magazine on the floor. Inside I saw my own photographs. Mother had taken me somewhere to get those done. Honestly, I wasn't bothered at all. A bunch of men who smelled like cigarettes had told me to wear some outfits and taken photographs of me. After that, I sang and danced a little, just like I practiced. I didn't understand at all why Papa was so upset. I'm reading it like that because she's still sick in the hospital bed, if you're wondering. God damn it. Even though we're poor, my family still had self-respect. What were you thinking? Aki, what have you done to Aki? Despite having been struck on the floor, Mother gripped my father's ankle. Saved her, that's what I've done. Saved her from this filthy life. Do you want to continue on living like this? This girl is talented. I know it. Everybody says so. She can change the world. I'm tired. I'm tired of being a nobody. What? What? No, I think that should be A, what a fool I was, or not, what I fool I was. I think that should be an A. Marrying some nobody, wasting away my years with you. Oh, but you haven't ruined everything. You've given me Aki, my beautiful, precious Aki. She'll save me. She's my only hope. Father merely struck her again. Let me just prepare myself. Let me raise my headphones, because that shit's loud. Yep, there it is. How dare you! But yeah, I mean, she's throwing your daughter out there, but that does not deserve a fucking beating, you asswipe! Jesus! Let's see how well you do without me. If you think you're right, go outside and survive 1 second without me. After that, I remember my mother packing our things and grabbing my hand. Aki, we're going to be leaving that man. But don't worry, he just doesn't believe in you. He doesn't see what you can become. Mama believes in Aki. One day, you'll be a shining star. Everyone will love you so much. Aki, please hurry up and grow up and make Mama happy again. I'll do what I can. Mama's so happy that Aki's with her. Now come, let's go. After that, I never saw our old house again. I was still too young to remember most of what happened after that. All I could recall now were flashes and moments. The outlines of the Volker instructors that I met, the smell of the men who took photographs of me. But I didn't really have a mind it. In fact, everyone around me praised me for always working so hard. Whenever I worked hard, Mama would say she was proud of me. That was the only thing I wanted, to hear the happy words of the people around me. Because if that happiness were to disappear, I had seen firsthand what would happen to me. I would be struck. I would become a nobody. I would be dead. Aki, my girl, I'm sorry. Age 11. What was happening at age 11? Oh boy. Well, the music is happier, so I can't imagine anything bad. But when I was about 11 years old, I remember going to what I later learned was the Golden Calf office with my mother. Even though I was still a kid, I could sense that this place was different from all the other companies I had worked at. Nobody here had smiles on their faces or wasted time on frivolous necessities. This was the real deal. Before me was a man who inspired fear in my chest with every word he spoke. Oh, Kamijo, hi. I thought it was gonna be Oda. I gotta get my Oda voice. Oh, it's just deep ass me. Certainly, the girl's early introduction to the idol world is a benefit. However, the pleasures of Quasar training program will be unlike anything she's encountered before. Admittance into the program will mean that she will be educated by our own instructions for the entirety of her formative year. Will that be a problem, Kashiwagi-san? Of course not, Kamijo-san. In fact, that's exactly what we want. My little Aki has impressed all her instructors so far, so you will not regret signing her on. Kamijo leaned down to face me. For some reason, his face struck fear in my chest, and I couldn't help but hide behind my mother. Aki, what are you doing? This is... Cowering before me. This will not do. It seems this girl is not yet ready. No, sir. She's never like this, surely. If she cannot even bear to look me in the face, then she will not last a moment in the trainee program. Have a good day, Kashiwagi-san. Before Kamijo could finish another Finish another. Old man interrupted. Oh, yeah, before Kamija could finish, another older man interrupted him. Oh boy, here he is.
Well, this girl has performed well thus far. Perhaps she merely does not take to the cut of the young master's face.
The old man knelt down and held onto my shoulders like a gentle grandfather.
Aki-chan, what is it that you wish to become?
A top idol.
I see. And what are you willing to do to become a top idol?
Anything. Haki will do anything to be a top idol, because Mama will be happy if that happens.
I see.
Oda looked at Kamijo and smiled.
See, the girl does have potential.
Oda-san, please, if there's anything you can do for Aki, I'll be forever grateful.
Well, if the young master is not interested, there is another certain project I've been working on, something quite suitable for Aki-chan, now that I think about it. As much as I hate to say this, the grown-up girls of Quasar might be too much for Aki-chan to handle at this time. On the other hand, my own project, Strawberry Pink, is a unit composed of girls more Aki-chan's age.
I don't like where this is going. You're a creepy old man already. And the fact that you're gathering 11-year-olds does not make that any better.
What do you say, Aki-chan? You want Uncle Oda to make you into a top idol?
Oh, and there's always the memes about the uncle and the Oh boy.
I wanna!
Haha, that a girl.
Oda-san, thank you so much. I'll make sure that Aki does everything perfectly. You won't regret this decision.
Is that so? Well then, Kamijo-kun, looks like I'll be taking Aki-chan here under my wing.
Oh, I got scared by a door opening. Kamijo did not respond and merely picked up his papers from the table before leaving the office. Oh god.
Don't mind that man. You can say our young master has his own image to maintain. In the meantime, I look forward to working with you, Kashiwagi-san.
Of course, I look forward to working with you too, Oda-san. With that, I became a talent at Golden Cap Productions. Working at Golden Calf was totally different from the other talent companies I had experienced before. While I had been cut above the other girls in terms of appeal and skill at my prior agencies, I was now merely another candidate trying to make it big in the idol world. For the first time in my life, becoming a top idol seemed like a feasible reality. Golden Calf had the money, the connections, and the staff to turn you into a national star. A fact that all the girls at Golden Calf were keenly aware of. It was only a matter of time until I discovered just how far the others were willing to go to beat me. I opened my locker only to find my practice jersey in tatters. Some prankster had cut it into pieces and then poured mud all over it. Some snickers behind me. I spun around, my eyes narrowed in fury. Who? But the change room was completely empty. Frustration bubbled up within me. Someone had managed to trick me. I was being treated the fool. I had to find the one responsible for this. I had to pay her back. Practice began and I was still without my training jersey. It didn't take any time for the instructor to notice my violation of the uniform policy.
Kashiwagi, what are you thinking showing up for practice without your uniform?
I looked at the floor, my fist trembling with anger.
Insolent child, do you take this as a joke? The instructor stormed toward me, a discipline baton in her hand. Oh, it's a woman, okay? But was interrupted by Oda's voice.
Now, Madam Instructor, I'm sure Aki has a good reason for reporting to practice without her jersey, don't you, Aki-chan?
I sighed in relief at Oda's unexpected arrival. My body worked by itself. Big drops of tears fell from my eyes as I rushed him and wrapped my arms around his leg.
Oda-san, when I opened my locking, my training jersey was cut into pieces and dumped in mud.
I see. Just who would have done such a terrible deed to our Aki-chan?
It was... Umeda!
The girls murmured and looked about in confusion at my unexpected identification of the culprit. In truth, I had no idea whether... I'm reading this normally!
In truth, I had no idea whether Umeda had been the one to rip up my jersey, but I knew two things about her. She was so pretty, and she was also good at dancing. Her legs were so much longer than mine, letting her jump so gracefully across the dance floor. And I was sure she viewed me the same way, so it could very easily have been her who had decided to sabotage my career by ripping up my jersey. But what did it matter, whether she was responsible? This was the perfect opportunity to get rid of her. If she wasn't responsible, then the true culprit was no doubt going to witness me making this kill. You see, bullies only pick on the weak. If I was going to avoid becoming the victim, I had to show everyone that those who mess with me would be instantly killed.
Oh, Maida, is that so, Aki-chan? It was a Maida who did this foul thing to you?
I sobbed into Oda's leg as the instructor grabbed Maida and dragged her from the dance studio. What gives? It wasn't me, I swear it wasn't!
Oh, what a terrifying world this idol business. But Uncle Oda will protect you, Aki-chan.
After that incident, none of the other girls dared mess with me ever again.
Hey, Aki's got power. Age 12, another year. Oh boy.
As the months passed, I began to figure out the ropes of navigating through this business. My mother's words were exactly right. In this world, you had to abide by 3 rules. Take nothing for granted, win the approval of the powerful, win every fight because your life depended on it. It wasn't long until I became the center of Strawberry Pink. I stood in front of a white screen wearing nothing but a skimpy swimsuit. It was around this time that I was vaguely starting to understand the nature of my appeal. Of course, I had always naturally acted cute and precious, but lately, something else was slowly dawning on me. I was beginning to exude a new kind of appeal, one which aroused the eyes of men. Unfortunately, I only fully understood what had happened now as an adult, with the benefit of hindsight. Back then, I was just a blissfully ignorant 12-year-old, lapping up all the attention I was getting without a care in the world. I was becoming popular. Mama spoke nothing but praise whenever I returned home from work, and Oda stayed by my side, always using his influence to further my career.
I wonder what Oda did to fuck her over so bad that she despises him. I hope he didn't touch her. I hope that's not the case. Anyways, god damn it.
Everything seemed like a dream come true. As soon as I finished taking the photos, I ran over to Oda.
Ah, that's a good girl, Aki-chan. It looks like you've got those photos done like a pro.
I'm a pro, you know.
I suppose that's true. Give your uncle a hug.
In the skimpy bathing suit. Ugh, that makes me shudder.
Yay! I jumped up and wrapped myself around him.
There, that's a good girl. A good girl indeed.
I returned to the ground.
Ah, those photos turned out great. Next time, why don't we shoot footage at a pool next? Wouldn't you like that, Aki-chan?
I think that'll be a big hit with the fans.
As expected, Aki-chan really does know how to work this business.
Oh boy.
Old man voice.
Meanwhile, my fan base only got larger and larger with each of my lives. As I finished the final song, the cries of the audience before me shook my chest.
Aki-chan! Oh, there's Junpei.
Aki-chan! Oni-chan will always protect you! Oni-chan, thank you for coming out here today.
Oh god, he still can't get light, even though it's been a few hours.
Let's Kita another day, okay? In short, it felt like as if I was on the cusp of a grand victory. After a miserable childhood of living in on the degree I had dredges of poverty, I had picked myself up by my bootstrap. At the tender age of 12, already become a successful entertainer.
But sorry about that, guys.
As if to prove it, my mother and I moved into a new luxury apartment so unlike our old home that it seemed like a palace. We looked around in wonder, still not quite believing that such a beautiful home was now ours. Just a few years ago, we had lived in the slums alongside debtors, bottom-feeding crooks, and other assorted human failures. For us, such a spacious apartment in the nice part of town had been a fantasy. My, so beautiful. Mother put her hands on my shoulders. It's all thanks to Aki's hard work that Mama was finally able to afford this apartment. Aki, thank you so much. Mama's so proud of you. At her words, I felt happiness well up in my entire body. My whole being was so happy at having made my mother proud that I thought my joy would shoot out as beams of light from my fingertips. Mama, Aki's done her best. Mama's really suffered in the past, hasn't she? She had to live in such a filthy apartment all her life, and Papa would always yell at her. He would hit her so much, Aki will protect Mama from now on so that doesn't happen anymore. My Aki. For a moment, my mother seemed to be at a loss for words. She embraced me, holding me tightly so that I could not see the great big drops of tears forming in her eyes. I'm sorry, but Mama's actually a pathetic person, isn't she? Aki probably hates her for what she forces her to do, doesn't she? I'm so sorry, Aki, that your mother is such a shameful person. No way! You know Aki really likes being an idol. Oda-san's always takes good care of me, and all the Oni-chans and Oji-sans are nice to me. This is only the beginning. One day Aki's gonna be a top idol. I heard from Oda-san, all the top idols make enough money to really live in castles. One day when Aki's finally the number one, she'll live in a big white castle with Mama. I see. By the time we separated, Mother had already swallowed the tears in her eyes. All that remained now was an enormous grin. I can't wait until my Aki is the number one idol in the world. Do your best to finally reach that stage. Mama will always be your number one fan. Yeah! Oh boy. But it all changed when the Oda Nation attacked at age 14. Oh god, let's judge the music. How's the music? No? I'm about to say, wait, but no, it's calming music, so things are still good, I guess. 3 months passed by and my career continued to progress. By the time I was 14 years old, I was on the cusp of a breakthrough. Saitama Grand Arena Live? The other girls of Strawberry Pink broke into smiles upon hearing the news. You heard me? But don't speak too loudly of your next live just yet. It's still quite early in the planning stages, you see. Of course, nothing has been announced to the public yet. It goes without saying that your performance in the coming weeks will be instrumental in determining whether we can go through with the live. It seems like some of the people upstairs are making noise that the little girls of Strawberry Pink cannot compete against the One-sans of Quasar. We'll just have to prove them wrong, won't we? Of course we will. The Grand Arena will be as good as ours. As expected of our center. What a wonderful little flower you blossomed into. As for the rest of you, I expect nothing but the best. Understood. Well, I mean, if it progresses like this, I'm just gonna assume that Aki just never grew. I thought maybe her mom was, like, not feeding her and keeping her young and whatever, you know, but we'll see, as that could still happen, but she's progressing normally, so I'd assume everything's fine on the eating end. Maybe. We'll see. I changed out of my training jersey after practice. The Saitama Grand Arena, it would be Strawberry Pink's largest venue yet, one of the grandest stages in the country. If we were really to hold our live there, then it would mean we would rival Quasar itself. Becoming the number one idol did not feel some far-away aspiration, but very real possibility. I gripped my fist and stared into the black emptiness of my locker. Damn, that's a big stage. From within the darkness, a field of blue, red, pink, golden lights stretched out before me as far as the eye could see. A legion of men, 1,000,000 strong, chanting my name. Aki! 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 My face appeared on a projection screen as large as a building. My voice echoed through the cavernous hall, so sweet and powerful that grown men raised their arms in hallowed worship. It was such a beautiful scene, just envisioning it in my head made me willing to wade through the hell itself to carve that fantasy into reality. Moreover, there was the money, the mountains of money I would make from the live. You see, despite my earlier words about loving my job, being an idol was actually quite stressful. There was so much uncertainty, so much risk. Just because you were popular today didn't mean that you would be popular tomorrow. Everything could change at the drop of a coin. Everyone could hate you for no reason nowadays. It just took one lie for the world to gang up against you. But with a mountain of money that big, well, all my everyday anxieties would disappear. Not just temporarily, but for the rest of my life. Mama and I could really live like royalty without any further worries with that kind of money. I wanted it. I wanted it so badly that I was willing to do anything for it, or so I thought. But the door to that dream would be slammed shut.
Whoa! Stop doing that! Oh, God! Oh, I gotta stretch. Because, holy shit. Oof. Well then. Talk about being scared shitless. Anyways,
I gasped as someone grabbed the door to my locker and closed it. I turned came face to face with Oda.
what the fuck is this?
Yo, Aki-chan.
I looked around in confusion. Yeah, like, what the fuck is this?
Oda-san, what are you doing here? This is the girls' changing room, you know?
His strong hand gripped my shoulder.
Well, the thing is, Aki-chan, there isn't a thing here that I don't own. Look around you. This room, your jersey, this very building, all of it belongs to me. But, mustn't forget the most important thing. Look down at your very body. Indeed, I own that too.
I looked around nervously as Oda poked my chest with his finger.
Oda-san?
Oh my god! Close your eyes!
Oh my Aki-chan, my beautiful little Aki-chan, how long I've waited for this moment. But the wait merely heightens the anticipation, does it not? Watching you sprout from such a precious infant into your delectable fruit you are now. It sends shiver down this old man's spine.
Oh, that's disgusting. This is a 14-year-old man. What are you doing? Ah!
But all fruits must be plucked from the tree and enjoyed, lest they overripen into rotten, overgrown monstrosities. Indeed, an idol is truly at her peak at the age of 14. After that, well, it's only the long death of repulsive womanhood.
I didn't want a pedophile in this story. Oh, man. Oh, fucking hell, mate. I knew it was gonna come. I knew it. This creepy old man managing 11-year-olds? Oh, hell no. I knew there was gonna be some pedophilia or some shit. And there it is. You fucking creep. I mean, isn't the age of consent in Japan lower? But that don't fucking matter. I'm in America. That's disgusting, you fuck. Get the hell out of here. God damn it. I don't even know if I want to read the rest of this. I hope she doesn't get it. I hope she runs and something, and that's why, because I don't want Aki getting raped. Like, no. Just listen, no. I have connected with this character on a spiritual level. Let's not bring rape into the situation. Your boy hasn't experienced it. That's, like, let's get that straight. But I don't want Aki to experience it. That's just awful. Like, Jesus Christ.
My Aki-chan, why don't you make Uncle Oda happy? I can open so many doors for you. In this world, any exchange is justified as long as both parties say yes. So how about it? Give me what I want, and I shall give you what you desire. I'm sure your mother will be proud of you when you finally stand on the stage of the grand arena and sing your song.
Oda's tone was that of a gentle grandfather, but his words were that of a madman. Yeah! By now, I was old enough to understand what he wished out of me. I tried to back away from him. All of his words, his actions, his watchful guardianship all these years, at that moment, I understood what all that had been to groom me for this moment. I had been so focused on becoming an idol, on impressing Oda, on accomplishing my dreams, that I had failed to notice before. This man had been twisted all along, yeah? Sweat began to pour down my back as I struggled to... I forgot that I'm supposed to be reading as her. I'm just kind of casually reading this. Sweat began to pour down my back as I struggled to break free of Oda's grasp.
Oh, Aki-chan, you're so pretty, I can't hold myself back anymore.
I'm scared. I don't like this. Please stop. We not extend this little session any longer? Can it just end, please?
Betty took a hold of my body as the old man's face leaned in to kiss me.
Ah! I broke free of his grasp and scurried away.
My, Aki-chan, my Aki-chan. You should know there's no
Escape! Oh God! Jesus Christ! I was reading it and I looked up to see his face like that. All I can imagine is Nagito's crazy laughter. But it is an old man. Can that even be done?
Can I even still do the Nagito laugh? My voice is not at 100%, but it's like...
I don't even know, man, but that's the best I can muster. I can't get that high-pitched fade out like he does, because my voice is still dead. I am your producer. You cannot deny me. You're a sick old man. With that, I ran out of the change room, tears streaming from my eyes. I left Golden Calf office and ran straight home, my mind gripped by fear unlike anything I had ever known. But what disturbed me the most was that I was mortified to discover my producer had been a sicko all this time. It was that I didn't mean to click! It was that I was horrified by what I had just done. Why had I shouted at him? Why had I refused him? As I ran home, it felt like the moon itself was falling from the sky and about to crush me under its mass. I just kept my mouth shut and let that perverted old man have his way with me. Then I could have had it all. I could have been a star. Like, it gets serious because so I keep reading it normally, but I have to be reading it as her sick self.
I could have stood before the world at my biggest stage yet. Even though I had suffered behind the scenes, even though I'd shed tears hidden away in the shadows, the world would have seen me as the victorious heroine who had defied impossible odds to rise from poverty into the national stardom. For the world did not care for the truth. It merely demanded stories. It was then that I realized I had lost my mind. Nothing mattered to me anymore except becoming number one. Someone who thought like this could only be sick in the head. I crashed into my apartment, my chest panting and heaving. Mother stood from the sofa and approached me. Aki, are you alright? Did something happen? Mama, I don't want to be an idol anymore. Huh? With the utterance of a single sentence, all trace of motherly concern vanished from her face. What do you mean? Do you realize what you're saying? Ona-san, there's no way I'm going to be an idol if I have to do that kind of stuff with my producer. I quit! It's not worth it! I felt my mother grip me by the shoulders. Aki, can you please grow up? Huh? I think you're old enough to understand this now. This world is filled with lies. You might think people at the top of society might have gotten there through hard work, friendship, and honesty, but that's all honestly bullshit. The people of the top know what shit-riddle-filled world this is, because they had to swim through it to finally breach above the sewage. Once you're at the top, you can spin whatever story you want to explain to the masses how you got there. But the reality is that for small people like us, Aki, we've got to swim through that filth. Do you want to be number one, or do you not? I looked down in defeat. It's already too late. I've already turned him down. I even yelled at him and called him names. He probably hates me now. Oh, no, Aki, it's not too late. Go to Oda-san and apologize to him. And we can put this little incident behind us. It'll be water under the bridge. I stared into my mother's eyes. They were wide open, as if the fingers of her mad conviction were prying her eyelids apart. Inside, I saw nothing but a white screeching wildfire. Suddenly, I realized her hands were no longer on my shoulders. There it is. You fucking bitch. But wrapped around my neck. Go apologize to Oda-san, Aki. The sinking realization that her words were not motherly advice, but a life or death threat, made my organs feel like they were being pulled from their tubes. All this time, I had been surrounded by madmen. No, perhaps I too had been mad all this time as well. But having stared into the beast's maw once, I had learned the meaning of fear, and once a child knew what it was like to be afraid, she could not venture into the beast lair again. Realization sank into Yumiko's eyes. She knew that I had become broken. Oh, Jesus! Before I understood what happened, I was on the floor, my face on fire. I didn't want to hear it again. Do you think this world was made for you? I'm doing this for you! Aki, I'm doing this so that you understand just how unfair this world is. Don't grow up to hate your mama for this.
Oh no, I hate you. You're a fucking bitch for doing this. This is your goddamn child. Everything she's done for you and you're gonna turn on her? Yes, the word is cruel, but there's other options to make money. And it doesn't have to be this fucking cruel.
I'm doing this for you!
Yumiko collapsed on the floor, her chest heaving with exertion.
Oh, Aki, don't blame your mama. Don't blame your mama. Mama wishes it didn't have to be this way, but I want you, Aki, to be better than me. If you don't win now, then you'll end up like me. How pathetic is your mother that she's become this pathetic, ugly woman. How your mama wishes she looked pretty like you, so that she could go to that bastard Oda and throw myself all over him. Oh, for this,
he don't want you. He wants young and 14-year-olds. This man is a fucking pedophile. Like, nah, he don't want. It doesn't matter how good you look if you ain't young and petite. He don't know. Nope, he don't want that. He want. That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting.
But your mama looks like this. How ugly this face is. How saggy and disgusting of it.
I mean, you don't look bad. You look nice. But at the same time, Oda want them kids, and that's
this'll be you once you grow up. Useless. You learn to win. Unless you become a star, you'll be a nobody trying to escape a living off the success of others. Do you understand that, Aki? Aki? My consciousness began to fade away. In truth, I was exhausted. I had been training for days and then ran back home all the way from Golden Calf office. My head simply could not process what was going on anymore. It didn't even matter.
I didn't do the trademark look at the scene, but here's the trademark look at the scene, but now we're continuing.
It didn't even matter since she was talking mostly for her sake instead of mine at this stage. After that, I entered a long period of depression, from which I didn't emerge from for 3 years. I heard that eventually Golden Calf had graduated me via an announcement, and then selected a new center, as if I had been nothing special all along. Everyone forgot about me, and instead raised up the new center as their heroine. Just a few months after the announcement, Strawberry Pink held a huge live at Saitama Grand Arena without me. I watched the live on television and wrapped away under a blanket with the light shut off. I wondered, had that girl slept her way to becoming the new center, or was she Oda's new little sex toy now? Were all the idols on television like that? Were all the stories written about idols who had reached the top through hard work and belief and the goodness of humanity all lies? Was the reality that they were merely dolls for the rich and powerful to toy with behind the scenes? I stopped believing in people. I stopped believing in anything. In the end, nobody found out the new center was most likely messing around with Oda. People talked about her like she was the perfect little angel. It was exactly as my mother said. All the stories were written by victors. There was no way the truth would ever be told.
Fucking hell, mate. Well, I'm glad that she ran. As that was my fear of her backstory, that she did get, the touchings by the Oda, which she technically did. She got poked in the chest, but I meant the full-on experience. So I'm glad that she ran away. I'm proud of you, my girl. Don't let yourself fall to that garbage. That disgusting old man. God damn it. That pisses me the fuck off. That's disgusting. Ah, Jesus. So I guess Aki's just naturally a tiny loli then, because there was no story of not being fed well. So she doesn't have Natsuki syndrome of just being malnourished. Aki's just naturally small. I don't know what to think about that. She's just naturally lowly sized. Damn. But hey, I mean, she fell into a depression, so she could have probably not eaten that time. I don't know how it works, maybe, but who knows? But yeah, so there was no talk of malnutrition, so like nutrition. So I guess Aki's just naturally small, so that's good. At least she didn't have to suffer that way. But Jesus Christ, that old fuck. I see why she gets apprehensive with him around. He pretty much tried to rape her. Aki sighed as she finished her story.
I eventually got over it and decided to try again. This time I was gonna play the game smarter, be willing to do anything, and not get squeamish if my producer asked for some under-the-table favors. After all, it's not like I'm a kid anymore. That kind of thing only a given if you were gonna reach the top at my age.
Hey, some good stuff. Good old hug. This was needed in a time like this.
Before she could talk further, I wrapped my arms around her. What are you doing, producer? Aki, it must have been so hard. You suffered so much. But don't worry, from now on, I'll be your defender. I didn't become a producer to take advantage of a young talent, giving it their all to become successful. If anything, I became a producer because I couldn't stand people like that and wanted to make this professional a better place to work. You fought enough. Now let me take you the rest of the way. See, this is the good feel-good shit we need right here. This is how it should be, guys. It warms my heart. I feel so bad for Aki. Her whole story has been a fucking roller coaster, man. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. I've connected with Aki on a spiritual level. I fucking love Aki. This is top waifu right here, guys. Top waifu. That's it. Calling it now. Nobody else is gonna be better than this. Her story has moved this cold and tattered heart, and damn, like, I feel such the care. I understand, producer. I want to protect her too. God damn it. She's been through so much bullshit. She needs the protection. God damn it. And then watch, I'm gonna be saying the same thing in probably Mika's story or some shit, but I don't know. Like, so far, I don't feel like anyone can top Aki unless Mika has some depressing shit in her story that I can relate to, but I can relate to some of the things Aki's going through, like growing up with a single parent and stuff like that, the whole being poor when younger and stuff, and it's like working so hard you physically hospitalize yourself and things like that. It's like, I can relate on those shits, and it's crazy to think that. And I understand somewhat the pain she's going through, and I do want to help her. Like, fucking hell, mate. I didn't have anybody to help me through that shit. It's like, I want Aki to get her good edge. She deserves it. Producer, you'd really do that for my sake?
Of course, I have to. Not just as your producer, but as your defender. Doesn't she? My heart. Oh, yes. The tears of joy. She deserves it. She deserves everything. Shit loli does not define this woman. This is the top loli. God damn it.
Then I'll be in your care. To tell the truth, I always had hoped this would happen. That I would one day have a cool young producer who would tell me things like, I'm going to protect you, and you can count on me. And that I would be surrounded by teammates who were my friends. It's like I'm still sleeping, locked up in my room, and all this is just a nice dream. Producer, this life that we created with our hands, it's a very precious thing. The whiter something is, the easier it is to be stained black. I want you to protect it, this beautiful dream world.
Yeah, you have my word.
Thank goodness. I'm pretty tired now. I think I'll go to sleep.
I stroked Aki's hair as she drifted off to sleep. The frail little girl before me had endured trials I could not imagine having survived myself, and yet she still had her the heart to the left to be able to call this world beautiful. I closed my eyes and my resolve to myself.
If I accomplished but one thing in my life, it had to be to make Aki happy again.
Hell yeah. We gotta do it. We gotta make my girl happy. Now what's gonna happen? Girls all stood as soon as Aki and I entered the office.
Congratulations on your full recovery. Alright, Akion's finally been given the clean bill of health, but be sure to be eating all your food groups and alright from now, especially the B vitamins from fish. Maybe you can share some of your food with Aki. You could stand to lose a bit of those B vitamins or whatever. It'd help with your popularity if you weren't so hyper all the time. What the hell? And Otto's all about the hype, so grill some mackerels and eat up.
There really is no saving you, is there?
I'm glad that Aki-chan's finally back with us. It's pretty lonely without our drill sergeant Loli around. As expected, the moral compass of Starnova is already busy trying to steer the conversation back on track. No, I'm just saying I'm glad to see Aki-chan's back. I'm not trying to be the moral compass or lamb or whatever. Anyways, I'm glad to see you back on your feet too. It really freaked me out, seeing our resident shit loli take a big fall like that. No, she's not shit loli, she's best loli. Oh, god damn it. She's not even really a loli, she just has the body of one in a sense. She's fucking 18, 19 now. I don't know. Every time they do math in here, it ends up being the opposite of what is presented. So I assume she's 19 now. God damn it. If you crumble from the stress like that, then how are the rest of us gonna even survive for a second out here? You're the toughest girl here. Indeed, it was quite a shocker when it happened. To think I was not able to sense the fact that Aki-chan had been overworking herself. Yeah, wasn't the whole thing in the beginning that you were able to sense the things people were hiding? How did you not find that? Then beside Sally adjusted her Nemu antenna as if trying to get a better reception despite of the Denpa airwaves. God damn it. Well, at least you're better now. Hey, if you're overworked again, you should just tell us instead of trying to handle everything yourself. The rest of us can kick ass too, That is so. In any matter, this one is glad to see you are alright as well. The atmosphere was truly just not right without the red imp. Everyone, I'm sorry.
The others looked at Aki all smiles. By now, the girls were already long over what happened.
And not just for letting you down by getting injured at such a pivotal time, but for the way I acted towards you all this time. I think I stopped loving being an idol a long time ago. I thought the only way to win was to cheat and lie my way to the top. Maybe in the rush to become a top idol, I forgot what made me want to become an idol in the first place. But I think it doesn't have to be that way. What if we all could win as friends? What if the 7 of us can reach the finish line working together? Thanks to being stuck in the hospital a long time, I've been able to give this a lot of thought. I just want to say, I'm sorry to all of you for having been such a shit loli all along. From now on, I'll do my best to become the center you can count on.
The others smiled.
See, like Aki's resurrection, it was more of a... She just came to realize that, she can trust people.
Julie's resurrection came from fucking everything up. Aki didn't fuck everything up. Julie acted on her own, and it kind of, I can't say, like, Julie's arc did turn around, but the beginning was it just made me angry. And the beginning was just annoying. But Aki has changed, and I like that. I mean, Julie changed too, but I like Aki's change. Like, it felt more natural. Like, they're doing good, and Aki just put too much into it, She's stressing too much, and now that she's finally trusting people, it's good. Anyways, what are you talking about? You're already a dependable center all along. Besides, you can't stop being a shit loli now. That's like me coming in tomorrow with my hair curled up and sipping on English tea while acting like Nemu. And I was like, what? Your popularity would just plummet if you changed your image like that. It'd be just like when idols get into scandals and then show up a week later with a new haircut to change your image. So like you and changing your hair color. Anyways,
despite how she comes off, the Red Imp is still a good person at heart. It merely takes some time to understand her true emotions.
Mika, you couldn't have said it any better. That's absolutely right. I thought Aki was gonna be a little shit, but she turned out to be the best girl here so far. God damn it. Love this girl. Fucking hell.
So, this one is truly glad to be able to say that she has become a very important member of our party. No, perhaps more than that. Aki-chan has become my friend. This one shall continue to cast her support magic so that Aki-chan can continue to lead us from the front with all her might. Aki-chan, no matter what happens, we'll always have your back. There's no reason to worry about being embarrassed when you mess up, or one of us taking your spot. Each one of us had the embarrassments of our own past, so we know just how hard it must be for you. That's why, win or lose, us girls of Starnova will always be one unit. Aki-chan, there's no need to take it all on alone anymore. Everyone, thank you.
I smiled as Aki bowed her head, tears running down her cheeks. 2 years ago, I had first arrived at this office to meet a hodgepodge of seemingly incompetent idol failures. At times, I doubted that they would be able to amount to anything. At times, I lamented my post here at Shining Productions, trying to mold the 7 worst idols in town into a functioning team. But through my journey, the girls of Starnova had overcome challenges. They had exceeded expectations, and through nothing more than teeth, gritting, determination, hard work, and a bit of luck, they now stood before me, one of the top idol units in the country. I put my hand down beside me. None of this was my doing. I could take credit for nothing. It was Aki and the girls who had accomplished the most important task, unifying into one body, driven by a single purpose. Thanks for your support, everyone. Unfortunately, Aki's still not fully healed yet, so she won't be taking part in your practice sessions for the rest of this month. Aki will be gradually returning to your, Aki, I'll be gradually returning you to your jobs I've eliminated or reschedule the most strenuous tasks for immediate future. But if you ever think your body's getting weak again, let me know immediately.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh boy. Sorry about that, guys. As the end of the day approached, the girls couldn't help but begin to chatter about Aki's return, as well as certain change and notice regarding their producer's treatment of her.
Come to think of it, Pika...
Wait, what?
Come to think of it, has Pika never called Aki-chan by her name before?
I'm pretty sure I have.
No matter how you look at it, it's kinda obvious what's going on there.
What's going on? I said ear for some reason.
It was only a matter of time. Guys always fall for the cute petite girls they gotta protect as soon as Aki-chan got ill. It was only inevitable that the two of them got together. So that's what happened. Black Knight and the Red Imp are you kidding me? It's so obvious. They pretty much
Connected at the hip by now.
connected at the hip. Will you stop with the perverted analogies? Do you think Aki-chan's going to be alright after all? Secretly going out with your producer is... It'll be a big scandal if it gets out.
Mika-chan, from what I've seen of this business, people only find out that an idol's been hitched to her producer when she's 6 months pregnant. People in the business know when to keep their mouths shut about something. For the sake of Aki-chan's happiness, we should agree to not talk about it from now. I think Aki-chan at least deserves her happiness, doesn't she? Besides, this is our producer we're talking about. I don't think he's in this to take advantage of her or anything.
No way, a cherry boy like him trick Aki? Wouldn't it be more of the opposite? Indeed, the rest of us have our careers to focus on. If this is what Aki-chan has decided, let's all support her in silence. Alright, if it's what makes Aki-chan happy, then Natan will support her relationship at the top of her lungs.
Keep it down, you bumpkin! We're saying this must be a secret! Nobody can find out or else it'll be ruined!
Oh, man. Aki-chan, do your best.
Damn it! Oh, they made the check small and everything! God
Damn it! I don't even know if mine was audible. Let me get as far away as possible and say it. Oh, not far away as possible, but... Akion, do your best. There you go. That's it. What's the matter with you two? What do you guys have? Unrequited crushes on the producer or something? Sasha-chan, Aki deserves this. Yeah, I already could tell that Mika and Sasami, like, naturally probably like the producer. I thought Julie did, but she's a tsundere, so she won't show that she's upset. But I still think, but I think I'll still pout about it today. I'll still pout about it. Oh, God, I love you, Sasami. God damn it. Listen, you would have been first, but the game said no, you're too special. So we'll see how special your route is once we get to it. But, hey, the game didn't want you to have it. I think tonight I'll buy some ice cream. Tomorrow I'll tell Aki-chan congratulations with a smile. Yeah, that's the way. But Judy-chan too? Oh, I suppose birds of a feather really do flock together. Don't worry, Mika-chan, there's plenty of fish in the sea. In fact, this city is teeming with the herbivore men like producer. A cute girl like you'll have no trouble fishing another guy. No, it's not that. Aki-chan was the first girl I ever spoke with here, and lately the two of us seem to have become pretty close friends. I know it's shallow-minded of me to think this, but I fear that now Aki-chan has produced a son, she may no longer talk to me. I'm sorry for being such a bad teammate. Are you kidding me? You're worried about something that dumb? You and Aki-chan are friends, aren't you? Now you two just have one more thing to talk about. I bet you 1,000,000 yen that Aki-chan's relationship with producer son will fall apart, and she'll end up texting you all night to complain. Mika-chan, you better prepare yourself, because you're gonna have to listen to that shit loli whine about her relationship all night from now. Is that so? Is that how normal female conversations work? Of course it is! What did you think you were gonna talk about with her? Anime? Yeah, games and anime? Unbelievable. Mika-chan, looks like Aki-chan will be needing your support even more now. From now. Besides, you're the closest one to her here, so let us know what ends up happening, alright? In that case, I shall keep my watchful eye over the Ren Imp. Aki ended up following me to my home after work. Oh no, since we're in that special relationship and we're here by ourselves, are we gonna... Anyways, I sat with her on the sofa. I couldn't help but look back on everything that had happened since the last time she'd visited. Feels like a whole year's gone by since the last time you were here. To tell the truth, it was unnaturally quiet without you. I guess in the end, human beings just aren't meant to live by themselves. Hey, producer. Yeah? When I was in the hospital, I thought I would have wanted to get better quickly so that I could return to work, but that ended up not being the case. Not being the case at all. All I could think about while I was trapped in bed was getting better so that I could finally be with you. Producer, it's you who I love the most. I want you to look at me, this time because I want it. I want it. Not for some shady benefit or to trick you into giving me attention, because I just want to be with you. Are you sure? I'm still your producer, you know. I don't want you to recall any bad memories of your past by forcing you. It's you who I choose. Producer, Aki wants to make you happy. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh no! My doubts vanished when Aki leaned in and locked our lips together. Hers were so much smaller than mine, I had to be careful of accidentally breaking such a frail little body. Aki went in for a second kiss, deeper than the first, and wrapped my arms around her as our tongues caressed each other. Yeah, that's the ending I'm talking about. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. But the fucking, I don't know about that. My hands wandered into her shirt and explored the landscape of her back, traversing up her wondrously warm waist and raising over her shoulder blades. Despite being
Nearly taller than a kid, Aki's body still matured out in all the right spots. Yeah, so I guess she's just naturally short. That's it. So she's just a shorty. That's it. No malnourished, like nothing like that. She's just short. Okay, bringing out all the right curves and the lines. Like to what the hell? Bring out all the right curves and lines to light me ablaze.
Producer.
Oh boy, here, yeah. I'm about to say, well, there's nothing wrong, but I just noticed where she is. I was about to say, what's happening here, but oh boy, I think we know what's happening here. Aki, oh no, if there's motion, oh god! Anyways, Aki eyed with curiosity the bulging tent in my trousers.
Does this mean you're turned on now?
She gave it a poke with, as if it were a strange new creature before giggling.
Producers, I want to see what a man's thing looks like.
And there it is. Anyways, she unbuckled my belt and zipped my pants. My tower of manhood shot to the sky as soon as she pulled off my clothes. Whoa, I didn't mean to hit the... she unbuckled my belt and...
It's so big. How's something like this gonna fit inside of me?
God damn it. But yeah, I like how in this relationship they kind of soothed into it instead of Julie just trying to fuck me at every instant she got. Julie was truly a horny chick. The fucking spanking will never get out of my mind. I will always remember that moment for as long as I fucking live. As long as I live, that moment of me spanking the shit out of her and her haggling on the couch will always be in my mind so vividly. Anyways, sorry, we can stop if it ends up hurting too much.
No, I don't want to back out now. Besides, I read that as long as the girl gets plenty of exercise, the first time shouldn't hurt too much.
I don't know. I don't research the first time. Anyways, I fucking already had it, and I'm not a girl, so I don't think I have to worry about pain.
Anyways, for now, I can do it like this. It won't hurt if I use my mouth, right?
It's gonna be too big for her mouth, so I'm gonna fucking die laughing. Aki? Before I could say another word, Aki had grasped... Oh boy, yep, we're using them words, so I'm gonna have to... Man voice, sorry about that, guys, anyways, let's get this at the professional voice, Before I could say another word, Aki had grasped my grip and sank down the mushroom top into her mouth. The audio glitched and then the motion happened! Oh, Jesus! No, I'm turning on the voice in hopes that a random moan will come out of it. God damn it. Oh, God. She was so small that she could barely put the tip of my pinga to her mouth. However, the mere sight of my lovely idol, Aki, pleasuring my pinga was enough to deliver to my head the gas of 1,000 faps. What? The gasp of 1,000 faps, my dude! Now see, before, like, in, like, the older videos, I could just put, like, a Asuka head over this and be fine. But this is implied that she's giving head, so I'm just gonna have to blur the whole screen. Here's a nice picture of Aki normally, and you can just imagine everything from there on. Anyways, her pretty pink vigor lips sullied themselves, wrapped around my manly lollipop. Her tongue gently rubbed the fleshy bottom. She released my pinga momentarily from her mouth and pumped it up with her hand for another go. Can we not use the word? Can we not use that word while she's doing this? Is that just makes it uncomfortable? Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, buddy, because we're not gonna be showing that today. What is up, everyone? Conixis here, and just a little serious talk between you and me right now. I don't usually do these serious talks that much, and when I do, it's usually very rare to hear me talk serious, unless it's like a serious talk in a game or things like that, but we're here to talk about why we're going to be skipping this little H scene of Aki's. Now, as you guys know, there's a term that's used throughout the game multiple times, and it's used to describe Aki. And it wouldn't take you that long to know the term I'm referring to, that term being loli. Now, as you guys know, loli has its varying definitions on the internet, but most people know it as a child. You know, everyone knows it like that. It's a kid. Like, we all know that's what the main definition of loli usually refers to. Like, when you hear loli on the internet, you think of someone like Kana, maybe Shiro, maybe Samugi, maybe, I don't know, the raccoon girl from that new anime. Like, when she was young, I guess she got older or something. I don't know. I haven't watched that. But I know at one point the internet was raving about protect the loli raccoon or something like that. But, you know, someone like that, the platelets, you know, like, characters like that, Justine and Carolyn, like, lolis. Kid size, small loli. You know, that's what you think when you hear that word, correct? So, I can understand, I think I understand why they did it, but I don't know why at the same time, because it's like, when you look at Aki and you compare her in the H scene to the producer, she's actually not as small as they made her seem. She's actually not as small as she's seen when she was in his lap when they were at the, when they were on vacation. Like, she's actually not really that small. She's actually fairly just, she's short, but she's not loli sized, I wouldn't say. But they continue to use the word loli to describe her in the many H acts that happened within this H scene. So it's like, it makes it a very, very uncomfortable read. At least for me. Because, like I said, I understand that everybody got their likes, and like I said in like many videos, I don't care what you like as long as you're not hurting anybody. And I don't know if this counts as hurting anybody, because we all know that loli is some content. So like I'm not gonna judge what you fap to, man. If you want to go fap to some lol, that's all on you. Just not here though. Not here. We ain't doing that shit here. I can tell you that right now. I'm not promoting no lolicons. If you want to do that, that's on your own time. Here, we're just straightforward. We want anime titties and everything else, and of age and things like that. We don't want lolis. It's not what we do here. And I know it sounds like I'm joking around by doing like all this extra shit, but you have to understand that throughout this whole thing, I was really, really fucking uncomfortable. Like, I'm going to talk to you serious right now. I was honestly uncomfortable reading this. And not only because of the whole overuse of the term loli and various ways, because as you know in this game, they really describe things in this game to a T. Like, they'll describe shit. Oh, like, they're really with the descriptions, and I have to give it to the game. It's good that you're describing, but when you have the term loli in it, it does not make it an enjoyable read. It makes it very, very uncomfortable, especially when one of the text lines say, I'm going to fill my with It's like, no. No. I can't. I'm trying to make this as lighthearted so I can get through this, but I just can't. This is the first time doing one of these dumb eroges that I felt uncomfortable to read it. And it wasn't, like I said, like I was about to say, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that I learned how to make the voices work, but guess what? The voices go throughout the whole thing, so you're constantly listening to Aki moan throughout the whole entire session if you have the voices on. That is something I didn't know. I thought it'd be a quick moan, and that was being... No, it's not. It's not. I'm gonna play you some samples here, and you can just listen to this, but this is what I had to deal with. Oh. How long is this gonna go? I'm gonna have to turn off the voice. This is uncomfortable. Is there any way to stop her? If I quick save and go to the main menu, will this stop or will she keep? Please, yes, I need some time. I can't with that in my ear. I can't. I can't. Ah! I'm gonna continue. But I just hope. Nope, it's still. I'm just gonna mute. Take off my headphones. As much as I wanted her to provide the moans, I did not want her to provide the moans nonstop. Yeah, I literally muted my headphones. I can't read. I can't focus with her doing that in my ear. Aki was now a woman. Yes, she's a woman. She is a woman. She's 19, so stop using the term loli. God damn it. I might actually play some happy-go-lucky music while this is happening, because, oh boy. Just happy-go-lucky music with a black screen and a picture of Aki, and then just me reading this. I think that might be in order, because this is the first time where I felt like I don't think I want to show the sex scene either. God damn it. I'm here to do everything, but this might not be it, Chief. As I pumped... Stop. See, you could have ended this on a good note, but you had to use that word again. You just had to fucking say it again. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And listen. This is a fine thing to read when you're by yourself, but I like to go all out for the YouTube, and I'm gonna include everything that there is in the game. So when it comes to the part where I have to read, I pumped my full of enough for 2. I think it's time to reevaluate what the fuck I'm doing in life. It got to the point where I had to mute my headphones in order to continue reading it. I wanted to just skip it. I was going to, but I was like, nah, people want to see it. But at the end, I decided, no, I'm not showing any of this because I just feel uncomfortable. The way they worded this, if anyone were to click in this without any context, it just seemed like we're playing Loli H, and that's not what we're fucking doing here. And it's like, it makes me feel so, it's just disgusting, man. It's disgusting. I fucking hate it so much. Why did they use the term so much? I don't understand. And no, I do understand because they probably did that to pander to people who like lollies. And that's fine and all, but I don't want that shit. Not here. I don't want that shit. I don't know if I said it. I can't think because my brain is jumbled. But fucking hell, man. You can like whatever the fuck you want. You can go masturbate to whatever you goddamn please. I don't give a shit. As long as you're not doing it to actual things, I don't give a flying fuck what you do. But not this. I will not sit here and read this that makes it seem like it's something that it's not. We all know that Aki is currently 19, so she is an adult. But the way they had to describe her body, and it wasn't only the term loli, they even used the term, they say the term of what loli means to describe it as well, and it's just fucking nasty, man. It's so goddamn nasty. And I know seems like, oh no, Conixis, you're just overreacting, listen to you, but it's the only way I can do this without feeling absolutely disgusted. I have to add something to this. I have to be ecstatic. I have to do something because you don't understand how uncomfortable I was doing this. You don't understand. And it's just me, like half of that whole H scene was just me being pissed off that they constantly use the word. And it's just sickening. Like, listen, I love this game. This is a fun game. I enjoy the story. I didn't come to this decision until like earlier. I didn't record this little reasoning of why I'm cutting it out until now. Like currently, right now, me myself, this is current me on the current date, and it is like March or some shit. I recorded this a while back, but me right now, I'm currently on Nemu's story, and I've done like almost everyone else. So after Nemu, we just have Mika, and that's it. I can still say that without a doubt right now that Aki's story is my favorite. I like Aki's story. Everything is good about it, and I just love it. I love everyone else's story, but so far, Aki has still been my favorite girl out of everyone here. But, this one scene made me disappointed in the game because of the whole, I think they're pandering to lolicons, I don't know, but I just really, I mean, I can tell you how the next sex scene go, like the next age scene, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Like, if you want to watch up to that, that's fine. Like, the next one won't be for, I don't know how many episodes, I don't know. Like, it's currently 2:30 at night. Like, but the point is, they handled this one very poorly. The excessive use of the term loli, and it's just the constant moaning in my ear, which after the countless loli lines, it just made it very uncomfortable to start reading and then hearing her moan and then seeing that word plastered all over the screen every sentence. It's like, I don't know. And it's like, yes, we know that Aki's of age, we know she's legal, we know everything about that, but it still makes it feel like that, especially since I have to blur everything, it just makes it seem like you're reading loli age. Anyone who comes into this with no context would think it's just loli shit. Do you understand how horrible that is? No! Oh, God, man. I don't know. I don't know why they chose to do this like this. I was hoping, like, I knew the moment I went down Aki's route that when they first started calling her loli, I was like, this is going to be a problem, because if they use this during the H scene, this is going to seem very fucking bad. But they did, and now we're not showing it because of such. You see, you gotta ruin everyone's experience of the game. I like to keep everything in, but this time I'm gonna have to say no, guys. I can't. It just does not feel good. Like, if you want to go buy the game, if you want to read the lines, go ahead. I'd rather not read what seems like loli age. I'd rather not read that. I'd rather continue reading what was a good game and not pay attention to this one scene that ruins it. Like I said, there's probably people out there who are and love that kind of stuff, and that's fine. I'm not hating on you. You can do whatever you want. You can like whatever you want. That's all on you, mate. Like, that's you. But me, that shit doesn't fly with me. I do not like that. I am not okay with any of that. So, like I said, even though it's not actual, it makes it seem like it, and that's what makes it uncomfortable. So, that's why we're cutting this out. Sorry if anyone's upset about that. I know I'm usually keeping everything in and, you know, having the full experience, but this one thing, I'm afraid I just cannot do. This one thing I do not feel comfortable keeping in. So, this will be the only time I might cut out something like this. Other than that, you guys can expect the rest of the game to flow as normal, but this one H scene is just not doing it for me. And I think I released it on Twitter a while ago. Like, this was a while ago. Like, you can tell this is how long ago I recorded this. But I said that reading Aki's H scene was the most uncomfortable thing I'd ever done in my life, or something like that. I sent a tweet out, something like that. So if you don't follow me, you can go in the description and do that, and you get updates like this. But just so you know, this is what's happening. This is why it's cut out. So if anyone's questioning it, I don't know. But anyways, I hope you all enjoy the little bit that's left of the episode. This part, no go, but the rest should be fine. So enjoy. I'm sorry about that, guys, but you gotta understand there's some things that your boy just won't do. And reading what seems like loli age, that is something your boy won't do. So let's just get back into it. That's a nice image. That reminds me of the image of Jagara. I mean, I can technically show this because there's nothing really showing. The nipples are covered, but I'm gonna still add a little Asuka over that little area just because I don't know what to say though. Like, I quite honestly don't. Oh Jesus! Like the whole loli thing. It made this very uncomfortable, a thing that I was hoping to be mature and something, but no. Oh, fucking hell, mate. It's fucking hell. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, Aki got off me and laid beside me.
Hey, producer, I have something important to say, but can you promise not to get angry with me?
Really important? Alright, if it's important to you, then of course I won't get mad.
Tonight might have been the happiest moment of my life. The past night.
Yeah, she is 19 now. There you have it. So, lolly accusations out of the window. Clearly right there says 19 years. Boy. Fucking hell. Don't harpoon me, YouTube. I am not showing lolly stuff. This, and plus I wasn't showing it because this is the first sex scene I'm actually completely just blanking out. I know. But yes, 19, the past 19 years of my life. There you go. Fucking hell, it's stated right there. Like, I feel like I have to justify it because they use the word so in the wrong ways. They use the word lolly in such the wrong way, and it felt wrong. God damn it. Like, when you think of lolly, the first thing that'll come to mind is probably Kana, maybe fucking, that chick from, I forgot her name, the chick, I think her name is Shirogane. I don't remember her name. That chick, you think of little tiny girls like that. When you hear the word lolly and like the platelet, like things like that. When you hear lolly, you think of that. You don't think of just a petite woman who's 19 years old. Like, even, like, I can understand if it was like a girl the size of the girl from like Blend S. That's the body of a lolly. But Aki does not look like that. She just looks petite, and it's very uncomfortable when they use the word lolly. Like, I mean, I don't know. She looked small when she was on my lap at the drinking thing, but here she looked a lot bigger than that. She looked normal size. She's probably about 5 feet tall if I were to gauge her height. I don't know, but the only thing I don't like about this route is just that one part. The sex scene, I could not get through that. Like, that is the first problem that's like the first time I had a problem with reading a sex scene, because just the use of the word lolly, it's very, very, god damn it, man. God damn it, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, don't get me wrong. Good game, but it's like, Jesus Christ. I just don't like it. I don't like the use of the word lolly for her.
The past 19 years of my life, I don't think I've ever been so happy. All this time I've been running in a miserable rat race to become the #1 idol. I'm not sure if I can keep doing it. Sorry, producer. You've worked so hard for my sake all this time. And I promised everyone I would be a center they can depend on. But I'm so tired. If there's another way I can be happy, if there's some escape from this nightmare of my life, then I want to take it. It hurts. Producer, having to always push myself to be better than the rest. The feeling in my chest when I know that other people are still leagues ahead of me. The burning anxiety in my gut every day that people are secretly sabotaging me and bad-mouthing me behind my back. I want to be away from it all. Hey, producer, if I decide to walk away from it all, will you take care of me? I promise I'll do everything I can to make you happy. Just take me out of this crazy, messed up world and let me just make you happy instead of the whole wide world. Will you let me do that, producer? Even though I'll have ruined your dreams, even though I'll let down everyone around me, even though the people will hate me and call me a loser?
I put my hand on Aki's shoulder without hesitation. Of course. You've done enough, Aki. More than enough. Regardless of what you choose to do, I'll be here to take care of you, as your producer and as your partner. That was the only answer I could give. Anything else would have been a betrayal to everything this little girl had gone through to reach this point.
You do that for me? Even if I end up being just a big hated failure?
Even if the whole world turns against you, I'll be by your side. That's what someone who loves you does. She's so nice, and her whole sexual scene had to be ruined by the goddamn use of the term lolly. God damn it. Like I said, while I'm reading that, I'm blanking that out. That word in that context, it just does not seem right at all. God damn it. Legal or not, like, the word lolly usually tends to be, it's just, Like, it's fine as a joke, but when we get to serious stuff like that, I'd like to avoid using terms like that. It's not at all what describes her. And from the looks of this right here, how she looks here, she looks a lot bigger than loli size. Like, god damn it.
I've never met anyone like you. In fact, I still don't really believe you. But thank you. I'm still only thinking about it, okay? It's not like anything's final yet. You know, I can change my mind pretty often, so...
Yeah, I know. With that, I patted her on the head. Sat on the sofa in peace as Aki washed up in the bathroom. So much had happened tonight, who knew how all this would end when the sun rose next morning. We're gonna find out next time because it's already an hour and some time and I feel disgusted. Like, it's not the fact that she looks petite and small. Like I said, from the looks of it, she looks like she's probably about 5 feet at the most, maybe a little bit more, 5'1", 5'2", maybe. Like, her body, she looks like Himiko, that's loli size. She looks like she's a good amount taller, like a foot or two taller than Himiko. Like, this isn't loli. This is more just petite young woman. But hey, they want to use the word loli, go ahead, man. Like, that's not my cup of tea, but for those who do enjoy it, if you want to read it without that word censored, because I'm censoring that word, because it just does not feel right saying that. It does not feel right saying that at all. But yeah, you can, like, the game's always in the description below to purchase, but it's like, man, that's just not me. I don't want to sit here sounding like I'm reading loli porn. Like, nah, I'm good, man. I was gonna record another episode, but I kind of think I'm done with Starnova for today because of this whole thing. So, bid you adieu. Thank you for watching. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button and say what your favorites and share with your friends. This has been Conixis. You can follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below. As I said, the game is also in the description. But, like, if you want to go down Aki's route and have the full glory of thinking you're fucking a loli, then go right ahead. But the thing in mind is she's 19 and she's not that small. She does not have the body of a loli. She's like almost half the other's height, and the others must be around like what? Like at least 5'9" or something around that. And Aki's more than likely just 5 feet. I don't fucking know. But the point is, it's just I feel like it's just the misuse of the term. She has a loli-esque body in a sense, but at the same time she doesn't. Like, she's just petite, which most people will call any girl who's just small and petite a loli. Which I understand, but at the same time, like, an actual loli is like... you all know, you're weebs anyway, you're watching this, so you must be some sort of weeb. But yeah, I'm good, Keep your loli porn. I will always see Aki as just a young petite woman and not a goddamn loli, but hey, the shit loli thing is fun to joke about, but when it gets to actual shit like this, I think we need to address her as she actually is, because out of context, that whole scene sounds completely wrong. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button, say what your favorites, share with your friends. It's been Conixis. You can follow me on Twitter, link is in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.